One thing we're going to be doing every single day is something called hip flow. It's going to be on your workout sheet under A1, so it'll be the first thing you do every day. You can do this at home before because it does take a little bit of time, usually 5 to 10 minutes, 5 if you're rushing it, 10 if you're doing it properly. So how we're going to do this is on the notes section it says 90-90 ER plus IR. What that stands for is a position, 90-90, and then external rotation and internal rotation. I'll first show you the 90-90 external rotation. So how we get into this 90-90 position is the front leg is going to come directly out from us into a 90-degree angle. Our back leg is going to come directly out to the side of us and in a 90-degree angle. So we are 90 degrees in the front leg, 90 degrees in the back leg. To get in our 90-90 external rotation, we are going to get a big chest. Hands can come out to the side of us. We're gonna lean forward. As we lean forward, I don't wanna collapse my chest. That's how we lose the stretch. So as we get our big chest, I want you to think belly button to the knee. So as I lean forward, I'm gonna get a big stretch in the back, right around my glute. I hold this for the prescribed time. Now what we're gonna do is, if you really need to work on mobility, I want you to hold it for 2 minutes. Again, you can do this earlier in the day. If you are doing it for a warm-up, you can get away with 45 to a minute. So as we hold here, there's 2 parts to this that are contraction based. The first contraction is going to be pushing down into the ground. So we're gonna drive our foot and knee into the ground for 10 seconds. As the 10 seconds come up, I want this to be a maximal contraction. So grip the earth, get tense throughout your body. You're gonna drive your knee, shin, and ankle into the ground for 10 seconds. After those 10 seconds are up, we're gonna do the second part of the contraction, which is bringing our thigh and belly button closer together. So we're actually going to work on this part of our body right here. Think about getting your foot light. That's going to help you use these muscles. So after we do our first one, we push down, then we're going to try to bring up. So it'd be push down for 10 seconds, ramp up to 100% at the end, and then we're going to try to lift our leg deeper into the stretch for 10 seconds, again ramping that up to 100% at the end. After that, we can come forward, again keeping that big chest, and that's going to be our 90-90 external rotation. So now when we go into our 90-90 internal rotation, what we're going to do is take our far right hand, it's going to come around our body. Whenever you do this, the most important part is that your hip doesn't stay pushed this way. That's actually going to not allow us to unscrew our hip. We need to let our hip sink and drop. When our hip sinks and drops, we open up the anterior part of our capsule, which is what we're looking to target. So as we get into this position, you should be feeling this right here. If you're feeling it here or up in your side, that means you probably need to come farther back into the position, or you can either get out of that rotation this way. For me, personally, I feel it the best here. If you're very mobile and flexible, you may actually be able to do this, reach around, grab. But remember, that hip has to be dropped to feel this position. So as we're in this position, our hip is dropped. I'm feeling a stretch right in here. For our first part of our contraction, the push part, we are going to drive our foot, shin, and knee into the ground. Again, ramp up to 100% by the end of that 10 seconds. For the next part, we're actually going to try to twist our body deeper into this stretch and get that foot light. So I'm trying to lift my foot up while I turn deeper into the stretch. As you can see, my leg is actually shaking right now. It's pretty hard. So after that 10 seconds, I would relax, try to rotate a little deeper into the stretch, and that'll be it. So the next thing that is on the notes list is called a bear sit. The bear sit is just gonna be another part of this. What we're gonna do is, after we did our external leg, our internal leg, now we're going to open this leg up slowly. Now we're going to be in this big position, big chest in this position. You should be feeling a stretch in your groins. So what we're going to do is hold this again. If you're looking to improve mobility in this position, you should hold it for about 2 minutes. If you're looking to improve a warm-up, you should hold it for about 45 to a minute. So after we held that for 45 seconds, our first contraction is going to be driving our knees into our elbows. But I want you to think about your elbows as a wall. They're not actually going to move. So I drive in, I ramp up after that 10 seconds to 100%. The next contraction is going to be driving off. So I'm going to try to push my knees all the way to the ground, deeper into the stretch. Again, hold for 10 seconds, try to ramp that contraction up to 100%. I then grab my ankles again, let my body get used to this position, hold deeper into that stretch. That will be your bear sit. Last, you'll rotate, finish your rotation in to your other side 90-90 position. So now that we're in our other side, again, we're gonna go big chest, work on our 90-90 external leg, lean forward. Remember, still arched in the back, put your belly button forward, hold that for 45 to a minute, drive your leg down for 10 seconds, ramp that contraction up to 100%, and then we're gonna try to get light in our foot, pull our leg up, pull our belly button down to our leg deeper into that stretch for 10 seconds, ramp up to 100% effort at the end, and then come deeper into that stretch. Now as we open up our hand again into our internal leg, our trail leg, that hip needs to drop. Now we're here. You want this stretch up here. Hold that for, again, 45 to a minute if you're looking to improve mobility, 2 minutes. After we hold, we drive our shin, knee, and ankle into the ground, and then we try to actually lift our foot and rotate our shoulders deeper into that stretch. And that's gonna be our 90-90 hip flow.